Well, it's kind of funny how all the trolls are coming out now, trying to make this go away. There's nothing to see here. There's absolutely something to see here. And then I'm being asked, why would someone uh, do this to an innocent little country? Well, I don't know. I know they owe China a bunch of money. I know that Tonga has no COVID cases. They're not vaccinated. They have said no, clearly no, to any of that stuff. And I also know that they are going away from using the US dollar as their main currency to Bitcoin. So I would say that there are someone who might have a motive of doing something to give them a little lesson, setting off a volcano that was already smoldering, but not in full eruption. And as far as I know, there haven't been any seismic activity regarding this volcano prior to the eruption. And volcanoes always, and I mean always, starting to show signs of life before an eruption, such as swarms of earthquakes, intensifying and shorter intervals, meaning birth pains. So let me say something that it may be a little out of context, but you might be able to figure it out what I'm talking about. I mean, someone did the Oklahoma bombing. Someone did the 9/11. Someone did Waco. Someone did the Madrid bombing. Someone did the Boston bombing. Someone did the London bombing. Someone did the Bay of Pigs that started the war in Vietnam. And someone did something in Israel. Can't remember what that incident was called, but nevertheless, it led to conflict. And we have seen stuff like this being carried out again and again and again, always blaming it on some lone gunman or some crazed Muslims that couldn't even fly a bloody prop. So do you think they could fly a commercial airliner? I don't think so. And we all know that 9/11 was an inside job to get the war started in the Middle East. The 5 wars in 7 years, 5 countries. No, it was 7 countries in 5 years that need to go. Iran is the last one. But no one can really touch Iran because of their affiliation with China and Russia. So you can see that's kind of like put on hold in a way. But let's see. I think Israel is going to take matters into their own hand, and they wouldn't give a shit about what Brandon has to say about it. If Israel's national security is a threat from Iranian nuclear attack, they are going to destroy Iran, and they have the capability of do so. They can annihilate Iran in a matter of a few days. They have the final solution, actually. And they can surely hit and hurt China too. And I guarantee you they will. You have no idea what Israel is. I know they're doing that shit too. They all do their crap. But someone is saying here, and this thing is too large to be some kind of missile or torpedo as in the way it shows up, and it might just be smoke from a volcano prior to the eruption. I mean, come on, look at the footage. You can see this thing is moving independently from the clouds movement. So someone definitely, something definitely went in there and popped the champagne, right? So this could also be a test run for perhaps a new device that someone, China, maybe North Korea, I mean, They're crazy people. And it could be United States of America. I mean, they hurt Japan in 2011 in March with a tsunami because Japan didn't want to give off their values or assets to the United States in payment of whatever debt America think Japan has to them. I wouldn't say that Japan owe America a damn thing after what they did in 1945. They killed over 120,000 people in a couple of days with something nasty weapon called a nuclear bomb. Yeah, they did that. They caused the tsunami. Russia has tsunami bombs, and America too have tsunami bombs. We also have electronic warfare that can be implemented, such as directed energy weapons that we have seen on the West Coast. I know for a fact that in 2010, on the 20th of April, when the Deepwater Horizon blew up, which I was following very close. I even have the diagrams, the plans for what was going on out there. And two fishermen that was out in the Gulf when it blew up, they actually took a picture where a purplish beam came down from the sky right on top of Deepwater Horizon, and it blew up. That's called directed energy weapon. And then I go to another that kind of sums it up, because I don't want to make this video too long, because you also got other things to do. You got to understand the prince of this world is Satan. Oh no, he's Bible thumping. So you're welcome to leave right now. I don't care. I'm saying what I'm saying. Satan is prince of this world. He is the one that is orchestrating all the chaos that we are seeing around us. And he is having all these politicians and powerful people, bankers, Rothschilds, Rockefeller, Wagner, Oppenheimer, Soros, Kissinger, even Netanyahu, Khomeini, Xi Jinping, Putin. They're all doing his bidding. And it all leads to one thing only. That is this new world order. It's leading to the mark of the beast that we are seeing unfolding already now. Something people put in their bodies. And they're freaking sticking their arms out. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's be a hero. Well, you can be all the hero you want to, because you're going to die. It's called genocide. This is what this is all about. You got to understand one thing, and also another thing. Brandon, he kind of, I don't know if he spilled the beans or what the hell he did, but he pretty much said that, okay, Russia, do your thing with Ukraine. And Russia has sent a stark warning to America, that, or the American officials in Ukraine, that you need to leave, because shit is going to hit the fan here now. And they're leaving. So it's funny that Brandon is letting those officials, Ukraine leave, but he's not letting over 5,000 people in Afghanistan leave. He just leaves them behind. You see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. They don't give a flying F about human life. They don't care about those 5,000 people stranded in Afghanistan. They don't give a flying F about them. To them, they're already dead, and it's fine with them. 5,000 less people on the planet. That's how they think. You see, they want this world down to 500 million people maximum, so they can keep us under, their thumb. The rest has to die by pandemic, by something people voluntarily just put in their bodies and think they're okay, by war, by famine, pestilences, disease, natural disasters that turns out to be not natural disasters because they are in full control of the weather, and that was why they did the Gulf oil spill, because I have the facts on that, and I know what I'm talking about. Before the Gulf oil spill in 2010, the Gulf Loop Current was responsible for the conveyor belt of the ocean current. And it was also responsible for keeping the jet stream in check. On June 12th, I reported to you that June 12th, 2010, but people have an attention span like a moth. So they won't remember, but some of you who has been following me ever since I started out and became infamous, famous, and hated by YouTube during the Gulf oil spill, I planted some pretty darn good evidence of what was taking place. And they did not like that. So I've been through 5 channels so far to still be able to convey what I have to say. They still don't like me. I'm pretty sure they shadow ban me and whatever they're doing, whatever. They're run by China, so it's not surprising me. But on June 12, 2010, I reported to you that the loop current has stalled. It was moving with 4.2 meters per second speed. It dropped to 2.4 meters per second, meaning almost half. So now it's no longer reaching Greenland, where it's supposed to drop down and drive the heart of the ocean current, which is up there. Now it is fizzling out at the coast of Virginia. It stops. It don't get any further. Meaning the jet stream no longer is controlled by the ocean current, the warm water that is keeping it in check. This is a very symbiotic system that our Creator, our Lord, Father in heaven has made. Everything worked together. Everything. That's how He designed it. Smart man, smart God, whatever. So they have these NextRad antennas, and they also have HARP in Gagona, Alaska, where they are now able to 100% control the jet stream. And by controlling the jet stream, they can control the weather on the northern hemisphere 120%. Weather you have today is not natural. The weather today is what they see fit. They want to starve you to death, they can do that. And they probably will, and they're probably already doing it. See what's going on in California. Drought, fires. And California is the largest distributor of fresh produce in America, and it's being decimated on purpose. Why? Because they want you dead, and I've been telling you that since 2010. They want you dead. Period. They just want you dead. So this is how it is. This is the fact. The prince of this world is running this world into the ground, and that's his plan. There's a bloody big freaking thing flying in there. I don't know what it is, but it's big. And it's not smoke. Period. Because this object is approaching. If it was smoke from a volcano, it would follow the same direction as the clouds. But it don't. It go opposite. Look at it. Exactly opposite. And right there when it comes out, there, dude, there, boom, and there's the mushroom cloud. What type of weapon? I said it was a nuke, possibly, but maybe it was not. Maybe it was not something entirely different they're testing out. Maybe they have a weapon that is, I don't know, something off this world. I don't know. Honestly, we have no bloody clue of what arsenal they are actually having in store for us. What you see today, you think is, oh man, that's advanced. You're only seeing the tip of the iceberg, people. You haven't seen anything yet. Just wait. When they roll out this new world order system, you are going to poop your pants. We are going to have bloody robot soldiers patrolling the streets, controlled by AI, and they have no moral compass. They see you, they detect that you do not have the required chip in you, and you're dead. They ain't gonna discuss it with you. They're not going to arrest you. They're going to shoot you on sight. Because the prince of this world is going to kill anybody who do not pass his mark, either by starving them, by they can't buy or sell, or downright killing them off. And he's going to do that. That's the guy we're dealing with. He's already running the show. He's already here. We just don't yet know who he is. And let's not get all excited. Oh, it could be him, it could be him, it could be him. We don't know. Okay? Some might think it could be Jared Kushner, because he's a creepy guy in himself. That whole region over there, the Trumps and stuff like that, they creep me out. Oh no, you can't talk like that about Trump. Yeah, I can, because he's one of them. Period. What was it Roosevelt said after World War II? No, during World War II. He said, no president of the United States of America is elected. He is selected. Guess who's selecting the presidents in this world today? The Bilderbergers. Who are the Bilderbergers? Well, that's the world's so-called elite. Those that run this planet into the ground. That's who they are. So everyone sitting around in the governments, they're all in on it. And those who's not in on it end up like this. You're watching out. That's the folks you're dealing with. So what can I say, just to end this video so it doesn't become too long? You need to get right with the Father in heaven, because it's any time now. This is going to hit the fan. Anytime now. It could be tomorrow morning. It can also be midsummer. But you can't plan your life ahead of you like that. Oh, it's not going to be now. The jungle drums are not really blowing or sounding like it's going to be right now. So I'm just going to, postpone it a little. Listen carefully what I'm saying. Not even Jesus knows the day or the hour for his return. Only the Father knows. So you little grasshoppers, humans, you think you got any bloody idea when World War III is going to unfold? No, you don't. You have no clue. You only have signs. And that's what Jesus said to you. Watch therefore. that he said on the Mount of Olives in Matthew 24, Luke 21. Watch therefore, meaning you need to look at the signs. What is in front of you? Are we seeing these things unfold? Yes. Do you think we are getting close then? Yes. Could it be tomorrow? Yes. It could be tomorrow. And stop spending our time on petty things. This was a clear attack on a sovereign nation. It's evident right there. And it doesn't matter why. That is what these people are doing. You don't follow suit. They hurt you. You don't follow suit when the Antichrist comes along and show his face to the world. And the whole world marveled after the beast. And why are they doing that? Because they put something in their body that don't belong there. That made them docile. That made them zombies. Turned their cognitive center off. So they just follow blindly. That's what's happening. There will only be a remnant left when Jesus returns. Probably less than 500 million. It is going to be carnage. And we don't know when it begins, but when that war starts, the clock is ticking. It's already ticking, but it's not ticking for the 7-year tribulation yet, but the clock is ticking. It's been ticking for 2,000 years. It's been ticking since the timeline of Daniel, which is 3,000 years ago. He said that this little horn will come up amongst the 10 horns. Who is the son of perdition? Who is the son of perdition? The Antichrist. That's 3,000 years ago. We were warned that this figure will show up in the last empire. And that empire will be dreadful. And Jesus said that this world shall suffer affliction such as has never done before and never shall again. And that is everything combined. And drop the talk about global warming. All that crap is manufactured just to make it plausible to you. Oh yeah, they're probably right. And then they have these Smartenheimers running around, calling themselves actors, promoting, we need to save the environment. Our footprint is nothing. Nothing compared to what a volcano spew out in a week. And I'm telling you that. Kilauea, when it erupted last time, in 1 week it spewed out more CO2 into the atmosphere than mankind has done since Adam and Eve and until this day combined in 1 week. So do you think that the human footprint is going to have any effect? No. Locally, our carbon footprint can have an effect. Just look at China. I mean, they're the largest polluter on the planet. They don't give a flying about how much pollution they make, and their people are suffering from lung diseases because of all the smog. They don't care. But the Western world has to cut down on their carbon footprint. We have to drive around in electric cars, which is completely ridiculous because it won't work. Period. Think about it. To charge one Tesla car requires 36 gallons of diesel in the generator that produces the electricity. That's from an empty battery for a Tesla. 36 gallons of fuel to charge that car. And today, we have the technology to make combustion engines 100% non-pollutant. But no. This is not what this is about. This is about restricting you from travel They want you in these big cities as cattle, and there you will end your life, starving, with body enhancement put into your body, because you have to have that in order to stay alive. You're becoming dependent. It's just like a drug. You refuse to take the pill, this body enhancement drug, you die. We saw that in the movie 1984. They had to take a pill every day or they would die. That is how it's going to be. So again, get right with the Lord. Admit you are a sinner. Believe in our Lord Christ Jesus and call upon him. Because you're not promised tomorrow. And none of us know when World War III is actually going to take off. We're getting close. But again, it could be tomorrow. It could be New Year's Eve this year. We just don't know. Therefore, be ready. Put on the full armor of God. Be ready. Make sure you're saved. There's not going to be a second chance here. Make sure you're saved. I would like to see you up there. The more the merrier. Okay? And that's all what God He wants. He wants us to come home, seek Him and come home. He loves you. He's giving you peace. Not as the world is giving peace, because there is no peace on this planet. It doesn't matter where you look now. There is no peace. Everybody hates each other. Someone wants what he might have, so they go kill him for it. Or start wars because of it. Is that really what you want to hold on to? A world in demise like this? Complete chaos. And then you get to live not raptured, but you get left behind down here and you're still not believing. And then you realize, what a nightmare. And then you probably remember, oh, this maniac on YouTube, this conspiracy tinfoil hat hitting, he said something. And I also heard other people say something. And I didn't want to listen. And now I'm stuck with this. Even if you didn't get raptured, you can still find Christ. Okay? Hold on to that hope. And know He loves you. He's allowing this because mankind wants it. He could push the reset button and just wipe it all off. Like He did in the days of Noah. He pushed the reset button. And He opened the floodgates and the fountains of the deep. And drowned everything on the surface. And grinded it into powder. He's going to do it again. But this time it's not water. This time it's going to be with fire. Water don't hurt, but fire do. It's going to get hot. It's going to be very unpleasant. So that's all I have for you today. So, as I started out and said, why wouldn't they do something like this? Why wouldn't they? Done it before. Many times. False flags. Many times. And blaming it on some patsy. Over now. God bless you.